God, this sucks. It's like every time the last few days that we've gone to film, it's just been raining. And it's still raining if you can't hear in the background, but it's not raining as bad. So yesterday we kind of left you guys on a cliffhanger with just like, we're gonna wire this car in and take it for a drive. Well, I don't know why we thought that was gonna be a quick job, but by the time we were done getting all the lights wired in, it was pouring rain. Like I barely could see in the drive home. So we didn't even try to drive this thing. But that's what we're here today to do. So, not really much to say other than to drive this fucking car. But check out the lights, Mike. All of our hard work yesterday paid off. And we've got running lights. Obviously, this is old news. All the way around the car. We got brake lights now. And we got turns and hazards. So, we have all the lights that we need to bring this thing out on the road. I don't have these running lights, but my front turns do work, so that is a plus. I don't think anyone will too much. Those markers will get wired in eventually, but the headlight, or the turn signals are kind of funny. In order to work the turn signals, it's this switch, but then they stay stagnant, so you literally have to like.
Hey man, it works.
I mean, it's a flasher relay away from being correct. I just don't have flasher relays. But first things first, I gotta let this thing warm up for a little bit. And then William's not here, so we're not gonna be able to do too much tuning. We were able to get a little bit done before like we had to completely park the car. So it does run and drive. Makes, I don't know, I don't think it'll like over a few pounds of boost, but it does run. Like I could drive it home. But in light of all the poor weather and the fact that I haven't been behind the wheel of this car actually in far too long, it's safe enough to drive, so I'm gonna go drive it. Not much. We have a road closure down there that we talked about the other day that we're gonna kind of utilize, just run up and down the road a few times. And then there's another little side thing that we can hit down there. But first things first, I gotta let this thing warm up. No cold start injection, so it does start a little rough. But other than that, fires right up once it catches. Nice little high idle. I'm not a big fan of that last display. I like this one a little more because it gives me a bit more information down here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it see that. But better layout. I like the colors. The cool thing about this dash is I can, if I want to, turn the screen brightness down and whatnot, so it's not just blaring light in my face. Just under like 70 degrees Celsius.
Whatever that is in freedom units.
I feel so bad over here in a full like 4-point harness and you don't have a seatbelt on.
Yeah, we're gonna buckle up for safety.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna get to go on too much of a drive today. But as long as we can go up and down the street once or twice, I'm happy.
You mind turning down your fuel pump a little bit? It's a little loud.
Sorry. This thing charges better than my daily.
What's it at?
14.5. You hear the pops, they sound good. I love it. Granted, that's just because it's not tuned, but yeah, it definitely does not like that crash bar in front. Because we were cruising at about 80 Celsius before, we're at like already 86 now.
20% throttle. Oh, and I got a nice little air vent down here from that hole that I made. That feels good. Until a rock comes through or something. So in my experience with driving without power steering in these cars, yeah, it can be kind of intimidating to, you know, want to slide it without power steering. You can do it. It's the car will still work with you and the wheel will move as you expect it to. It just takes a little bit more effort to do what you want to do. I'm trying to get my phone out so I can get my speedometer out.
Something smells like fire.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, let's investigate. I wonder if that's just like some residual coolant from when we drained it earlier.
It could just be, and that's what I'm thinking is just like residual burning off like the manifold or like anything that we sprayed, because this got like a lot of dumped on it at one point because this coolant line came off. We went to like rev it up and this fucking boom just exploded. Like I wonder if that has something to do with it.
This literally just smells like an old Honda that's been through a mud pit. So yeah, I don't think there's anything to be worried about. Since we're on gravel,
well, needless to say, it's definitely ready for the dyno. I mean, if I can go out and do that on the street and I can beat the heck out of it, I think it should be fine to put on the rollers and get everything working properly, you know, get it fully drivable. That way I can drive it to and from my house, you know, get it on the road, and then we can dig into the suspension and do the front end. Those are like the last major components to the car. It's tear apart the front end so I can straighten everything out and make my bash bar. I did notice coolant temps were affected by this quite a bit. So that's something that I want to do really before I start harping on it too much. Then it's angle kit and rear suspension coils. Done. Realistically, that's all I should need to do to get it on the road fully and actually like start having fun with it, you know, start drifting the car, start kind of doing, you know, what I built it to do. Then, you know, things like the dual caliper kit, you know, any of the other small odds and ends, wheels, things like that, that can all come later. I'm not worried about any of that cosmetically. I don't care what this car looks like. I've said that from the beginning. It's a drift missile. It's gonna get beat on. I don't really care. It just needs to function. And it's doing that really well right now. So I'm super happy. I don't know, I probably sound like an idiot. I don't even know what to think. I'm so happy that this thing is to the point that it's at. But on that note, we're gonna let you guys go. I'm trying to go home. It's Sunday. I didn't really come up here to do very much. I just wanted to drive the car. But I hope you guys liked what you saw. If you guys want to see more content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.